But Job answered and said, "Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed, and my calamity laid in the balances together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me. The poison whereof drinks up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Does the wild ass bray when he has grass, or lowers the ox over his fodder? Can that what is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for, even that it would please God to destroy me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Then I should have comfort, yea, I would harden myself in sorrow. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should hope? And what is my end that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me, and is wisdom driven quite from me? To him that is afflicted, pity should be showed from his friend, but he forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, and as the stream of brooks they pass away, who are blackish by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid. What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. The paths of their way are turned aside. They go to nothing and perish. The troops of Tema looked. The companies of Sheba waited for them. They were confounded because they had hoped. They came there and were ashamed. For now you are nothing. You see my casting down and are afraid. Did I say, bring to me? Or give a reward for me of your substance? Or deliver me from the enemy's hand? Or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand where I have erred. How forcible are right words, but what does your arguing reprove? Do you imagine to reprove words, and the speeches of one that is desperate, that are as wind? Yeah, you overwhelm the fatherless, and you dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be content, look upon me, for it is evident to you if I lie. Return, I pray you. Let it not be iniquity. Yeah, return again, my righteousness is in it. Is there any iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things? Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of a hireling? As a servant earnestly desires the shadow, and as a hireling looks for the reward of his work, so I am made to possess months of vanity, and wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when will I arise, and the night be gone? And I am full of tossings to and fro unto the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. My eye will no more see good. The eye of him that has seen me will see me no more. Your eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed and vanishes away, so he that goes down to the grave will come up no more. He will return no more to his house, neither will his place know him any more. Therefore I will not refrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a whale that you set a watch over me? When I say, my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint, then you scare me with dreams and terrify me through visions, so that my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my life. I loathe it. I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man that you should magnify him, and that you should set your heart upon him, and that you should visit him every morning, and try him every moment? How long will you not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spit? I have sinned. What will I do to you, O preserver of men? Why have you set me as a mark against you, so that I am a burden to myself? And why do you not pardon my transgression, and take away my iniquity? For now I will sleep in the dust, and you will seek me in the morning, but I will not be. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite, and said, How long will you speak these things? And how long will the words of your mouth be like a strong wind? Does God pervert judgment? Or does the Almighty pervert justice? If your children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression, if you would seek to God betimes, and make your supplication to the Almighty, if you were pure and upright, surely now he would awake for you, and make the habitation of your righteousness prosperous. Though your beginning was small, yet your latter end should greatly increase. For inquire, I pray you, of the former age, and prepare yourself to search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Will not they teach you, and tell you, and utter words out of their hearts? Can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag grow without water? While it is yet in his greenness, and not cut down, it withers before any other herb. So are the paths of all that forget God, and the hypocrite's hope will perish, whose hope will be cut off, and whose trust will be a spider's web. He will lean upon his house, but it will not stand. He will hold it fast, but it will not endure. He is green before the sun, and his branch shoots forth in his garden. His roots are wrapped about the heap, and seize the place of stones. If he destroy him from his place, then it will deny him, saying, I have not seen you. Behold, this is the joy of his way, and out of the earth will others grow. Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man, neither will he help the evildoers, till he fill your mouth with laughing, and your lips with rejoicing. They that hate you will be clothed with shame, and the dwelling place of the wicked will come to naught. Then Job answered and said, I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with God? If he will contend with him, he cannot answer him 1 of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength. Who has hardened himself against him and prospered? Who removes the mountains, and they know not? Who overturns them in his anger? Who shakes the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble? Who commands the sun, and it rises not, and seals up the stars? Who alone spreads out the heavens, and treads upon the waves of the sea? Who makes the stars and the chambers of the south? Who does great things past finding out, yea, and wonders without number? Lo, he goes by me, and I see him not. He passes on also, but I perceive him not. Behold, he takes away. Who can hinder him? Who will say to him, What do you do? If God will not withdraw his anger, the proud helpers do stoop under him. How much less will I answer him, and choose out my words to reason with him, whom, though I were righteous, yet I would not answer, but I would make supplication to my judge. If I had called and he had answered me, yet I would not believe that he had hearkened to my voice. For he breaks me with a tempest, and multiplies my wounds without cause. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but fills me with bitterness. If I speak of strength, he is strong, and if of judgment, who will set me a time to plead? If I justify myself, my own mouth will condemn me. If I say I am perfect, it will also prove me perverse. Though I were perfect, yet I would not know my soul, I would despise my life. This is one thing, therefore I said it, he destroys the perfect and the wicked. If the scourge slay suddenly, he will laugh at the trial of the innocent. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now my days are swifter than a post. They flee away, they see no good. They are passed away as the swift ships, as the eagle that hastes to the prey. If I say, I will forget my complaint, I will leave off my heaviness, and comfort myself. I am afraid of all my sorrows. I know that you will not hold me innocent. If I be wicked, why then labor I in vain? If I wash myself with snow water, and make my hands never so clean, yet you will plunge me in the ditch, and my own clothes will abhor me. For he is not a man as I am, that I should answer him, and we should come together in judgment. Neither is there any daysman between us, that might lay his hand upon us both. Let him take his rod away from me, and let not his fear terrify me. Then I would speak and not fear him, but it is not so with me. My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say to God, do not condemn me. Show me where you contend with me. Is it good to you that you should oppress, that you should despise the work of your hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked? Do you have the eyes of flesh, or do you see as man sees? Are your days as the days of man? Are your years as man's days? That you inquire after my iniquity, and search after my sin. You know that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out of your hand. Your hands have made me and fashioned me together round about, yet you do destroy me. Remember, I beseech you, that you have made me as clay, and will you bring me into dust again? Have you not poured me out as milk, and curdled me like cheese? You have clothed me with skin and flesh, and have fenced me with bones and sinews. You have granted me life and favor, and your visitation has preserved my spirit. And these things have you hid in your hearts. I know that this is with you. If I sin, then you mark me, and you will not acquit me from my iniquity. If I be wicked, woe to me, and if I be righteous, yet I will not lift up my head. I am full of confusion, therefore you see my affliction, for it increases. You hunt me as a fierce lion, and again you show yourself marvelous upon me. You renew your witness against me, and increase your indignation upon me. Changes in war are against me. Why then have you brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the ghost, and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go there, I will not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Then answered Zophar the Naamathite, and said, Should not the multitude of words be answered? And should a man full of talk be justified? Should your lies make men hold their peace? And when you mock, will no man make you ashamed? For you have said, My doctrine is pure, and I am clean in your eyes. But oh, that God would speak, and open his lips against you, and that he would show you the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that what is. Know therefore that God exacts of you less than what your iniquity deserves. Can you by searching find out God? Can you find out the Almighty to perfection? It is as high as heaven. What can you do? Deeper than hell. What can you know? The measure thereof is longer than the earth, and broader than the sea. If he cut off and shut up, or gather together, then who can hinder him? For he knows vain men. He sees wickedness also. Will he not then consider it? For vain man would be wise. though man be born like a wild ass's colt. If you prepare your hearts, and stretch out your hands toward him, if iniquity be in your hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in your tabernacles. For then you will lift up your face without spots. Yeah, you will be steadfast, and you will not fear. Because you will forget your misery, and remember it as waters that pass away. And your age will be clearer than the noonday. You will shine forth, you will be as the morning, and you will become secure, because there is hope. Yeah, you will dig about you, and you will take your rest in safety. You will lie down, and none will make you afraid. Yeah, many will make suit to you. But the eyes of the wicked will fail, and they will not escape, and their hope will be as the giving up of the ghost.